There's been a lot of controversy in the budget on the withdrawal of indexation for capital gains tax, especially for real estate. So let's understand truth from fiction, what the real problem is. So first of all, what is indexation? Indexation is a concept that allows you to lower your tax liability because prices go up in the economy as a whole. And so when you sell a property, your actual gains, your actual profits are less than what it looks like, because in that interim period, prices have just gone up across the board. So what used to happen is that the government used to publish something called the Cost Inflation Index, or CII, every year. And that would allow you to measure how much prices are going up and how much, therefore, your cost of acquisition is going up. So let me give you an example. Let's say you bought a house at 1 crore and you sold it after 10 years for 2.5 crores. Now, it might be that in the interim, prices have gone up, and therefore your 1 crore, according to CII, has gone to 2 crores. Therefore, your taxable gain is only 50 lakhs. It is not 1.5 CR, which would be the case if your entire gain was taxed. Now, in this budget, the government has got rid of indexation. It says now that it will tax you on the entire gain, but the tax rate is lower. So earlier the tax rate was 20% with indexation. Now it is 12.5% without indexation. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? The answer lies in how fast your house price is growing. If your house price is growing faster than 10%, you're actually better off in the new regime, or in the new system rather. If your house price is growing slower than 10%, then you are worse off. Why? Because that's just how the math works. Traditionally, the indexation level has been around 4% a year. So let's say that your house price has grown by 10% a year. Are you taxed on the entire 10% in the old system? No. You are taxed on 10 minus the 4% indexation to 6%. You're taxed on the 6. A 20% tax comes on this 6% gain, which translates to 1.2. In the new system, you're taxed on the entire 10, but remember the rate is lower, which is 12.5%, which again comes to approximately 1.2. So 10 is this point of indifference. If, as I said, you're growing slower than 10%, you're facing a higher burden of tax. If you're growing faster than 10%, you're actually better off. Now, do prices grow faster than 10%? The only real, reliable, credible source of data on this is the RBI's house price index. And that shows that over the past decade, in most cities around India, actually house price growth has been less than 10%. So in most cases, people are indeed worse off. They will face a higher burden of tax.